apologies. This has become an ongoing theme. It's weird too, because it only happens on the Crisis Report live stream, and I use the same setup for PrepperNow. So let's see what people have to say. I just did some video checks on my equipment, and the microphones seem to be fine. So I've heard other channels have some crackling and stuff. I guess we will just see how it goes. So if you could give me a 5x5 and make sure that it sounds all right, much better. I don't know what's going on, guys. I use the same system, and I tried it out on my my video or my phone, and this is what I record everything with. So it doesn't really make sense that it is doing weird things, but I guess we will just get going again and keep going. So I'll give you the long story short of what was on the other one through the crackling and all that. And thanks for telling me before I got really into the intel. There's another war brewing between Cambodia and Thailand, and it goes back many centuries. Thailand was the kingdom of Siam. Cambodia was the kingdom of the Khmer. They share regions and kind of were overlapping for a little while there. And now this has been brought into the modern age. The mountains up there, there's a temple that's kind of considered to be of the Thailand variety, and it's on Cambodian land, and basically there's a big old war and fighting and problems going on with all that. So I am familiar with the area because I used to, or I've been there. We went on a backpacking. It was a team building exercise for my wife and I got to tell you, it built the team. I specifically think we have a very strong relationship because of that trip, because we didn't know the language, we didn't know anything. It was one of our first major excursions into the world, and we had to rely on each other. So it was pretty cool. Like I figured out on the Cambodian, yes, the Thailand-Cambodia border, they have a fake border crossing. So you arrive by bus or train, however you get there, and you take a tuk-tuk. Oh, Rickard, you're good, bro. You're good. Thanks for everybody telling me. So basically what happens is you take a tuk-tuk, which is a little motorcycle cart thing. They're like they're taxis. And you get taken, and they put you right on the doorstep of this fake border crossing. And I read about this because I'm a big researcher. So I'm sitting there, I'm reading, I'm like, oh, they've got a fake one. Okay, I'm gonna be looking out for it. Sure enough, they dropped me on there. And you know, a border crossing has got a lot of people in it. I go in and there's two guys behind a desk and no one else around. So I'm like, okay, red flag. Now, thankfully for me, most people that are Thai and Cambodian are about 42% of what I am. And so when I went in there, I saw them, and I saw they're like trying to keep me, and I like puffed out my chest and kind of gave the I'll eat you kind of look, and was like, we're leaving. And they just kind of let us go. So still kind of a funny story of our travel for my wife and I. But anyway, we're going to talk a lot about that all. Thanks for the stuff and telling me that the sound issues are going on. Let's get started on the crisis report for July 24th, 2025. Plane with at least 46 on board has gone missing in eastern Russia. They have found it. It is destroyed. Pam Bondi has suffered a medical emergency and is withdrawn from scheduled appearance at CPAC's anti-trafficking summit. Probably just afraid to go there. CIA and FBI whistleblowers say Obama and Brennan fabricated the Russia hoax doctored intel to target Trump's 2016 win and hid the report in a CIA vault for years. Wrestling legend Hulk Hogan, 71, has died in his Florida home, reportedly from a cardiac arrest. To the Hulkamania everywhere. I remember Saturday nights watching the WWF back then, as it was called. President Trump is set to become the first sitting U.S. president in nearly 20 make an official visit to the federal situation, said they're going to accuse me of some funny business, and added, even though I had nothing to do with it, they're going to F with me anyway. Russia has officially banned Satanism, designated the International Satanist Movement as an extremist organization, because it is. Trump administration has tracked down over 13,000 unaccompanied migrants with Joe Biden's border policies. U.S. Department of Justice is reportedly withholding 100,000 pages of secret Epstein files. Thailand and Cambodia exchange fire on the border. Police raid offices of one of Russia's top Telegram-based news outlets. The editor-in-chief and senior reporter have been charged with bribery over allegations that official information was bought from the police and published under Telegram, or on their Telegram. So, South Park, I've been hearing a lot about this. They're going to return with a controversial premiere depicting Donald Trump in bed naked with Satan, asking about Epstein files and alluding that Trump reminds him of Saddam Hussein. Controversial topics scattered throughout the show included religion, government censorship, and the death of wokeness and ChatGPT. South Park's $1.5 billion deal with Paramount is for 50 episodes over 5 years. Yes, Cambodia doesn't, but Thailand does. They have F-15s. To the person that thinks they're smart in the comment. Over 1 billion in NVIDIA advanced AI chips, mainly or F-16s, whatever. 14s, it's one of those. Were smuggled into China after Trump tightened U.S. chip export controls. Over 1 billion in NVIDIA's advanced AI chips, mainly the B200, smuggled into China after Trump's tightened U.S. chip export controls. Envoy Wyckoff cuts short Gaza ceasefire talks, U.S. bringing home negotiating team early. Wyckoff added, "We will now consider alternative options to bring the hostages home and try to create a more stable environment for the people of Gaza." Macron announced France will recognize the Palestinian state, making it the first of the G7 nations to do so. Big news today. Starlink is currently facing a global outage. Trump administration approved $8 billion merger between Paramount and Skydance. Shoplifting in UK reaches a record high amid a growing shoplifting epidemic, with 3 thefts a minute trading hours, the highest since records began in 2003. Major problems. Trump is going to sign an order pushing cities and states to remove homeless people from streets into treatment centers, according to USA Today. President Trump's getting ready to head over to the Fed to talk to their now $3.1 billion plus construction project. Also, President will be the Fed chair, Senator Tim Scott, Tom Tillis, OMB Director Russ Vought, Chairman of Fannie Mae and Freddie Mac, Bill Pulte, my appointees to the National Capital Planning Commission, James Blair and Will Scharf, and various other construction professionals. DOJ is suing New York City, Bondi says. Fierce clashes have erupted along the Thai-Cambodia border. Royal Cambodia Army has shelled multiple border towns in Thailand using multiple launch rocket system, or the MLRS. Ministry of Defense of Thailand. F-6 Air Force for the idiot that thinks he's smart over on the other ones. They don't have an Air Force. They don't have an Air Force. I can't wait to just almost tell them wrong. They don't have it. I didn't say Cambodia. I said there were airstrikes. Jeez. Multiple precision airstrikes against Cambodian positions along the border. That's when he typed it. Oh, I got him now. QAnon shaman, famous for entering Congress during J6. Oh, yeah, and F Israel. And F Donald Trump. Yeah, he's not a fan anymore of DJT. Massive explosion shakes the city of Idlib, northwestern Syria. Idlib TV footage causes. Vueling Airlines kicked out a group of 50 Jewish children. Teacher was arrested in Spain. Vueling Airlines kicked out a group of 50 Jewish children for aggressive behavior, mishandling of emergency equipment, repeatedly ignoring the crew. The company immediately rejects anti-Semitism accusations and usual complaining by the Jewish media. This guy is not a fan of the Jews. A joint statement, that's the channel, not me. I'm neutral, I don't care either way. A joint statement on Gaza from AFP, AP, BBC News, and Reuters. Israel is starving our journalists, including their children. UK completely attacked Israel for the G-side in Gaza and called Jewish settlers terrorists at the UN. IDF has killed starving Palestinian civilians trying to get aid. Settler terrorism and talk of imposing the illegal E1 settlement plan are flagrant attempts to stay path to peace. Netanyahu says, we will not stand by what is happening to our brothers in Soweto. We must demilitarize the area south of Damascus, protect the Druze. He also said, we will not stand idle with our brothers in Soweto as they're held accountable. We must demilitarize the